Hi everyone and welcome back to Built by Emma episode 7, and I can't actually believe we're only 3 episodes away from completing season 1, so thank you all so much for being here along the way. And just a reminder about the exciting news if you haven't already seen, and that is Built by Emma Becoming Journal is now officially paperback on Amazon. So if you go into Amazon and search Built by Emma Becoming or Built by Emma, it will pop up for only £10. And if you have read it, let me know what you think. So let's crack straight on with the episode. So today I want to talk about being busy versus actually making progress. So on the surface, that can all look the same. So you can have a full day, making plans, answering messages. You can be planning your future, like trying to figure things out, and you're still nowhere further forward. And for a long time, I just assumed if I was busy, I was making progress, I was being productive. But being busy can sometimes be a way of avoiding stillness and avoiding discomfort and avoiding the action that you actually need to take to get a bit further forward. And we see it as productive because it fills time, and that's not always progress, it's just noise that you don't need. And that becomes really obvious when you stop and think about it and ask yourself a question to say, what have I actually done this week to get me closer to where I want to be? And most of the time, that question is really uncomfortable because it reveals the gap between what you're actually doing and the action. And preparation mode is so easy to get stuck in because I've done that myself loads of times. There's always another thing to do, there's always another step to go. But preparation mode can absolutely just stretch and prolong everything that you're doing. That's not getting you anywhere further forward. And I think that's how we define what productivity is. And I think this means if you're being active, then that's productivity. But really, productivity is about direction. So which direction are you putting them actions in? And being busy is easier because it gives you instant feedback. It makes you think that something's happening. So that makes you feel that you are being productive. So that's in comparison to real progress, because real progress is slower, it's less obvious, it's less satisfying in the moment, but more meaningful over time. And something I've been trying to remind myself of lately is that discomfort is a sign of progress. And because action usually feels uncertain, unorganised, and not productive in the traditional sense, you're figuring it out as you go. But that's okay, you can figure it out as you go, because progress comes from small steps of meaningful actions, not large numbers of distractions. And one conversation, one decision, one application, one piece of work, one step forward makes you productive. And those are the things that actually change things, not hours of thinking about them. So instead of asking, what should I be doing? Replace it with, what actually moves me and this situation forward? Because that question changes everything, because it removes the illusion of productivity and being busy to avoid stillness and brings you back to what actually matters, and that is action. Even small actions, even imperfect actions, because at the end of the day, thinking about your life isn't the same as building it. And I think that's something I've needed to hear myself, because if you've been feeling busy and not really satisfied with where you are, maybe you're not doing something wrong. Maybe you're just doing a lot of things that aren't actually aligned with where you want to go. And maybe the answer isn't to do more. So don't be getting stressed thinking, oh, I need to do more, I need to do this, I need to do that. Maybe the answer is to do less, but of more intentional things. So I'll leave that with you. So thank you so much for listening once again. And just a reminder about Built by Emma Becoming. It's paperback on Amazon now. It is So lovely to go through, loads of little lovely messages and journal prompts. So if you're interested, take a look. And that concludes episode 7 of Build by Emma.